Jel ti startaš ovdje? Ti skupljat loptice? Dobro, ja dođem za 10 minuta. Sara, sad idemo. Can we just have the girls line up and meet and greet? If you could go in the field, meet and greet, give the hands and everything. Samo ti si sudac, trebala bi znati da kada čistiš plate guzicu okrećeš prema terenu. If we could please line up in the field.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Zagreb, Croatia for the third game of the second day of today's 29th European Women's Softball Cup. This game will be between the Diamonds of Warsaw as the visiting team on the scoreboard against the Mix from Great Britain. And we'll give you the Mix defensive lineup very quickly while the pitcher gets prepared to warm up. So at first base will be Sean Wigington. Second base, Jade Yerricks. Third base, Emma Agostini. Shortstop, Chelsea Robeson. Krista Reed Thomas in left field. Alana Snow in center field. Holly Newell in right field. Behind the plate in this game is Lotte van der Weyde. And pitching is number 7, Mary Murray. For the visiting Diamonds, their lineup in batting order. Leading off will be the designated player, Reina Galbiati, wearing number 98. Batting second, shortstop, Julia Kirsanov. Batting third is pitcher, Meg Elizabeth Brewer. Batting fourth will be first baseman, Camille Chernitsky. Playing center field, batting fifth, Daria Koblianowska. Batting sixth, playing second base, Angelica Piotrowski. Batting seventh, third baseman, Agnes Sisilska. Batting eighth, the catcher, Katya Thompson. And batting ninth, right fielder, Paulina Mochilevska. And leading off the game for the Diamonds is Reina Galbiati. She takes a called strike for the first pitch. Murray's next pitch is high. Ball one. And the pitch from Murray is hit in the air, foul down the left field line. Count goes to 1-2 strikes on Galbiati. Umpires behind the plate for this game, Luka Rilovic. And at first base, Nicolas Roux from France. And the pitch is inside, catches Galbiati on the left arm. She'll be awarded first base for being hit by the pitch. That brings the second batter, shortstop Julia Kirsanov. Murray looks in for the sign and delivers, and it's a called strike. And next pitch from Murray is a little bit high and outside. 1-1 strike. Murray delivers. Fake bunt. Runner going to second. Galbiati is safe at second on the stolen base. Count goes to 1-2 strikes to Julia Kirsanov. And she fouls one off. This is the third of 4 games on the schedule for today. And the pitch from Murray just misses inside. 2 strikes. Pitch from Murray. Swing and a miss. Strike three dropped. Venterveda makes the throw down to first base for the out. Galbiati advances to third on the drop third strike. And Kirsanov is out at first base. K2-3. One out. Now batting number 55, Meg Elizabeth Brewer, the pitcher for the Diamonds in this game. Murray looks in, gets the sign, delivers. It's popped up to the right side and out of play. Just out of the reach of first baseman Sean Wigington. Galbiati at third base. And it's hit in the air to right field, and it falls. Kirsanov rounds first, slides into second base. Galbiati scores. And Meg Elizabeth Brewer is on second base with a two-base hit. All right, now batting for the Diamonds, playing first base, Camille Chernetsky. First pitch to her is hit in the air to left field. Settling under it is left fielder Krista Reed Thomas for the second out. Two down in the top of the first now. At bat, the center fielder, number 96, Daria Kablianaska. She takes a called pitch for a strike. No balls, one strike. Kablianaska fouls it out of play down the right field line. No balls, two strikes. And the pitch from Murray is hit in the air to right field. Going back on it. And coming down with it is right fielder Holly Newell for the third out. And the end of the first inning. One run for the Diamonds. One hit. No errors by the mix. And one runner left on base. At the end of one half inning, scores Diamonds 1, the mix 0. Defensive alignment for the Diamonds. At first base is I'm sorry, defensive alignment for the Diamonds. First base is Kamil Chernitsky. Second base, Angelika Piotrowski. Third base, Agnes Ciselska. Shortstop, Julia Kirsanov. In left field, Claudia Rudik. Center field, Daria Kobylanska. And in right field, Paulina Majilevska. Behind the plate, it's catcher Katja Thompson, and pitching this game for the Diamonds is number 55, Meg Elizabeth Brewer. Leading off the first inning for the Mix, Alana Snow, the center fielder. Brewer rears back, delivers the first pitch, called strike. And Brewer changes speeds a little bit on that one, catches Snow flat-footed, jumps ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Brewer misses outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch by Brewer is fouled off. Snow reaches out, gets her bat on it to spoil it. One ball, 2 strikes to Alana Snow. And the pitch from Brewer is hit on the ground to second base. Second baseman Petrovska to Chernicki at first for the out. Batting second now for the Mix, shortstop Chelsea Robeson. First pitch she hits foul down the right field line, out of play. Brewer looks in, delivers, and it's behind Robeson. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch from Brewer. Inside corner at the knees, tough pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Chelsea Robeson. Brewer not wasting any time. Ooh, and that one looks scary. Chelsea fouled it off, and it came up and hit her in the mask. In the helmet. Those are scary. And with the advent of new batting technique, all hitting coaches are now teaching this launch angle of 15 degrees. What we're finding is now a lot more foul balls are coming up and into the helmet than used to in the past, when hitters were taught to hit flat or maybe even hit down on the ball. It's interesting now at the high school level in the USA, and there's a fly ball to left field. It goes over the head of the left fielder. Robeson rounds first, heads into second, heading for third, head first, and she's into third with a 3-base hit. I started to say what we're seeing a lot more of is what high schools and colleges in the USA and international teams are putting face cages on their batting helmets for exactly that reason. And they're tending to Robeson at third base. She looked a little bit weak in the knees. Hopefully this is not an effect of that foul ball that came up into her helmet. And it's a wonder that governing bodies have not mandated the use of cages on batting helmets for exactly that reason. But you'll see, for example, when Mary Murray comes up to bat for the mix, her helmet has a face mask attached to it. And they're still tending to Chelsea down at third base. She's a little bit woozy from delayed effect of that shot to the helmet. And it looks like they're going to replace her. Still tending to Chelsea Robeson down at third base. I hope she's going to be okay. Tough conditions today with the heat and humidity. And then a sprint from home to third. Hopefully she'll be okay. And Chelsea's on her feet. They're going to help her off the field. A round of applause for Chelsea. Okay, so coming into the game for Chelsea Robeson, going to third base to run is number 13, Emanuela Vischetti. And stepping up to bat is the second baseman, Jade Yerricks. She takes a called strike. First pitch from Brewer. One out. Runner at third. And there's a ground ball straight to first base. Chernitsky comes in and makes the play on Yerricks, but not before Vischetti can come and score the first run for the mix. Two outs in the bottom of the first. Up to bat now is number 7, Mary Murray, the pitcher. And she is wearing a helmet with a cage. First pitch is a called strike. And she hits a bounding ball up the middle that finds its way into center field for a base hit. Murray reaches first, rounds, and holds. And if there are any powers that be in the WBSC listening, you might want to think seriously about making that mandatory piece of equipment to batting helmets, a fixed cage to protect the face. Okay. Coming up to bat now is Emma Agostini, the third baseman, batting fifth in this game. One strike. Brewer fires, and it's hit a squibber on the ground. It's rolling, rolling, and it spins into fair territory. And a little bit of contact there at first base. But fielded by Chernitsky, makes the play unassisted for the third out of the inning. And in the bottom of the first inning for the Mix, 1 run, 2 hits, no Diamonds errors, and 1 runner left on base. At the end of 1 complete inning of play, the Mix won, Diamonds won. Okay, going to the top of the second inning for Diamonds Warsaw. Leading off will be second baseman number 29, Angelika Petrovsky. Mary Brewer gets called for a violation of the time between pitches rule. A ball on the batter, 1 ball, no strikes. And Petrovsky fouls one off down the left side. Murray delivers to Petrovska. She pops it up down the left side. It goes out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Okay, some defensive changes reported by the Mix, and we're ready to go again. Pitch from Murray is outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. And And the pitch is lined into left field by Petrovska for a base hit. She rounds and holds at first. And coming to bat now for the Diamonds, Agnes Ciselska. Petrovsky safe at first. And she hits it in the air to left field. Caught easily by left fielder Krista Reed Thomas. One out. Little delay, a ball came onto the field. And at bat now for the Diamonds is the catcher, number 92, Katja Thompson. Pitch, she fouls it off, out of play. One strike to Thompson. Murray set and delivers. Just misses outside. One ball, one strike to Thompson. And she reaches out, taps it to the pitcher, to second for the force. Safe at first. So Thompson reaches on the fielder's choice. Petrovsky is out at second base, 1-6. And we're going to have a courtesy runner now for Thompson, the catcher, who's running at first base right now. Agnes Ciselska in as the courtesy runner. And coming to bat now with two outs in the top of the second. Right fielder Paulina Mejilevska. The pitch from Murray. Swing and a miss. Pops out of Vandervede's glove, but no advance. One strike to Mojilevska. Murray delivers, and it's on the inside corner. Called strike two. No balls, two strikes to Mojilevska. And the pitch by Murray is fouled off by Mojilevska. Murray set and throws, misses inside and low. Count goes to one ball, two strikes to Mojilevska. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. Strike three. And the end of the second inning for the Diamonds. No runs, one hit, no mix errors, and one runner left on base. Score after 1 1/2 innings. Mix 1, Diamonds 1. And coming up for the mix in the bottom of the second inning will be the 6, 7, 8 hitters, Wigington, Reed Thomas, and Vandervelde. Leading off, number 32, Sean Wigington. And a pitch from Brewer is a called strike. Wigington showing bunt, pulls it back, takes outside and high. 1 ball, 1 strike. And pops it up to second base. Petrovska handles it easily for the first out of the inning. One out. Coming to bat now for the mix. Number 4, the left fielder, Krista Reed Thomas. Okay, I don't know what that was all about. Interesting little activity. Brewer back in position to pitch to Reed Thomas. Misses outside and high, ball 1. And the pitch to Krista is a called strike at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brewer, not wasting any time, delivers. Misses high. 2 balls, 1 strike to Krista Reed Thomas. And the pitch is low. So Brewer falls behind. 3 balls, 1 strikes to Reed Thomas. And the pitch from Brewer is a called strike right down the middle. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Krista Reed Thomas. And she hits it on the ground, and it finds the hole into left field for a base hit. Seeing eye ground ball between third base and shortstop. And that brings the catcher, Lotte Vandervelde, to bat. Reed Thomas safe on first with the base hit. And Brewer delivers first pitch to Vandervelde. It's a called strike at the knees. One strike to Vandervelde. And the pitch from Brewer is up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brewer looks in and gets the sign from Thompson, and bunt attempt by Vandervelde is fouled off. She's behind in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brewer not wasting any time. Just misses outside. The throw down to first base. Pickoff attempts. Safe at first is Sean Wigington. Thompson keeping her on her toes down there. And the pitch from Brewer is a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Two outs in the bottom of the second. And coming to bat now is number 17, the right fielder, Holly Newell. Two outs, Reed Thomas at first. First pitch is fouled off by Newell. Two outs, runner on first base for the mix. And it's a called strike on the outside corner. 0-2 to Newell. Brewer delivers. Up. Reed Thomas takes off for second base and slides in safely with a stolen base. One ball, two strikes to Newell. And swing and a miss, strike three for the third out. Okay, in the second inning for the mix, no runs, one hit, no Diamonds errors, and one runner left on base. The score after two complete innings, Diamonds won, the mix won. Coming up for the mix in the bottom top of the third inning, coming up for the Diamonds in the bottom in the top of the third inning, that is the top of the order, Galbiati, Kirsanov, and Brewer. Galbiati steps in. A pitch from Murray is outside, ball one. Murray gets the pitch and check swing foul ball. Count goes to 1-1 on Galbiati, who's the designated player in this game. And misses outside and high. 2 balls and 1 strike to Reina Galbiati. The pitch from Murray is a called strike at the letters. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch is a called strike 3 on the outside corner at the knees. Galbiati goes down looking for the first out in the third inning. That brings up shortstop Yulia Kirsanov. She struck out in the first inning. Called strike, first pitch. And the pitch from Mary Murray to Kirsanov is a swinging strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Kirsanov. A pitch from Murray is up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Murray delivers and just misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Yulia Kirsanov. And the pitch from Murray just misses outside again. I think Mary wanted that one. Not getting it from plate umpire Luka Urilovic. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count to Yulia Kirsanov. And the pitch is fouled off. Yulia fought that one off. Mary Murray looks in, delivers, and it's fouled back by Kirsanov again. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 3rd inning. And the pitch is fouled back again. Yulia is hanging tough, spoiling several good pitches by Mary Murray. Three balls, 2 strikes. The delivery from Mary Murray is fouled straight back. And Murray just whispered something to her catcher. Let's see what might come of that. Mary Murray might have something up her sleeve here for this one. 3-2 pitch now to Murray. Just misses inside, ball 4. A tough at-bat by Yulia Kirsanov. She works a base on balls and brings up number 55, the pitcher, Meg Elizabeth Brewer, who had a double in her first at-bat, first inning. And there's a line drive to second base. Throw is wild to first base. But the putout is made at second base on the line drive by Holly Newell, who's now in the game at second base. No advance by Kirsanov on the overthrow. And Kirsanov takes off for second and steals second successfully. With Camille Charnitsky up to bat now. First pitch to her was a called strike. Yulia Kirsanov out there on second in scoring position. And Charnitsky lifts it high in the air to left field. Handled easily by the left fielder, Krista Reed-Thomas, for the third out of the third inning. So at the end of the top of the third inning for the Diamonds, no runs, no hits, No errors by the Wiz. One runner left on base. After 2.5 complete innings, the score is 1-1. Okay, as Brewer finishes her warm-up pitches. Coming up for the mix in the top of the third is the top of the order. Center fielder Alana Snow. She'll be followed by Emanuela Vischetti and Jade Yerricks. First pitch to Snow is hit on the ground slowly to pitcher. Brewer comes in, fields it, makes the throw to first base to Czarnecki for the out. Tough play. One out in the bottom of the third inning for the mix. Brings Emanuela Vischetti to the plate. Brewer delivers first pitch, down and out. 1 ball, no strikes. Vischetti ready, and she hits it on the ground to shortstop. Very nice play by shortstop Yulia Kirsanov on that ball. Vischetti slapped down on it and took off at first base, and it was close play, but she got her for the second out of the inning. Brings up Jade Yerricks, and the first pitch is a called strike. Yerricks was out in the first inning at first base unassisted, and she fouls the next pitch off and finds herself in a no ball, 2 strikes hole. Brewer working efficiently, and the pitch is up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jade Yerricks. Yerricks pounds it just foul down the first baseline into right field. Brewer looks in, gets the sign, and delivers. And it's hit on the ground to first base, just foul. Yerricks back in the box. Brewer delivers the pitch. In the dirt. Count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jade Yerricks. Bottom of the third, 2 outs. And the pitch is hit hard on the ground into right field. Quickly retrieved and sent into shortstop Yulia Kirsanov. And that's a base hit for Jade Yerricks to keep the inning alive. It brings pitcher Mary Murray to the batter's box. She's 1 for 1. She had a base hit in the first inning. And the first pitch is at the knees, called strike. And the pitch to Murray is outside and high. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch from Brewer is lined into center field, straight at center fielder Daria Kobylanska, who flags it down for the third out of the inning. In the bottom of the third for the Mix, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. After 3 complete, we're tied 1-1. Okay, a little bit of a delay here. Both pitchers have settled in nicely. Defense is making the plays. Going into the top of the 4th inning for the Diamonds, leading off is center fielder number 96, Daria Kobylanska. First pitch to her is a little bit low and inside, ball 1. Murray looks in, gets the sign, and delivers up and away. 2 balls, no strikes to Kobylanska. And the pitch to Kobylanska is hit hard to short on 1 hop. Over to first is Robeson. Chelsea Robeson makes the play for the first out of the 4th inning. Now coming up to bat for the Diamonds, second baseman number 29, Angelika Piotrowski. She swings and hits a 1-hopper to third base. Over to first. Pulls her off the bag, but she makes the tag. For the quick second out. That was Wigington making that play at first base on the errant throw from Emma Agostini. First pitch is a strike to number 88, Agnes Siselska. And she hits it hard foul down the third baseline. Siselska flied out to left field her first at-bat this game. And she finds herself in a hole now. No balls and 2 strikes. Murray looks in, gets the sign, and releases. Fouled back by Siselska. 2 outs in the top of the fourth inning for the Diamonds. Murray delivers, and it's hit in the air again to left field, and it goes over the head of left fielder Krista Reed Thomas. It spun her around, fell in behind her, and Saselska ends up on second base with a double. And that brings up to bat the catcher, number 92, Katja Thompson. She had a fielder's choice in the second inning. And she hits it hard on the ground to third base. And easy play, easy throw to Wigington at first base for the third out. And at the end of the top of the fourth inning for the Diamonds, no runs, 1 hit, no mix errors, 1 runner left on base. After 3.5 innings, the score remains 1-1. Coming up in the bottom of the fourth for the mix, 5, 6, 7 hitters. Emma Agostini, Sean Wigington, and Krista Reed Thomas scheduled to bat. Okay, had to wait for Thompson to get her gear on. We're all set to go now. Emma Agostini steps in for her second at bat. She went out first base unassisted in the first inning. First pitch to her, she swings and hits a ground ball to short, and it's fielded cleanly by Yulia Kirstenov to first base for the first out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out. Up to bat now for the mix, number 32, first baseman Sean Wigington. She's 0 for 1, popped out to second base in the second inning. First pitch is a little outside, ball 1. And the pitch from Brewer, swing and a miss. She took a little bit off that. Fooled Wigington. Brewer rocks and throws. And it's a line drive into center field for a base hit. Wigington reaches first, stops there. So she's at first base with 1 out. Krista Reed Thomas coming to bat now. She had a single in the second inning and a stolen base. Pitch by Brewer is a called strike on the inside corner. Brewer in a rhythm and paints the outside corner at the knees for a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Krista Reed Thomas. Sean Wigington at first base, low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Brewer is fouled down the third base line. Brewer delivers, misses outside and low. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes to Krista Reed Thomas. And the pitch, she hits it in the air to left field. It drops in for a base hit. The throw comes into second and gets overthrown. Everybody's safe. Camille Chernisky backing up that overthrow saved some problems. And Wigington advances to second on that base hit to left field by Krista Reed Thomas. And we have a conference. Little conference with pitcher Meg Elizabeth Brewer and her catcher Katja Thompson chatting it with the pitching coach. 2 runners on base now in the bottom of the 4th inning for the mix. 1 out. And coming to the plate is catcher Lotte van der Wiede. 1 out, runners at first and second. And the pitch from Brewer is a little high. Ball. And squares to bunt does Lotte. She fouls it off. One ball, 1 strike. Brewer looks in, gets the sign, throws, and it's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lotte van der Wiede. Wigington at second, and there's a ground ball hit hard through the legs of Petrovska. Everybody advances safely. The throw comes in to Thompson at the plate, and now the bases are loaded. Ball was hit hard, but right at Petrovska. She let it get through. And we have and we're going to have a pitching change now for the Diamonds. Brewer leaves the pitching position. We'll see if she ends up staying in the game or not. But regardless, now pitching for the Diamonds is Reina Galbiati, number 98. So she's the DP. She now comes into pitch. Brewer is now just a hitter temporarily. And Galbiati finishes her warm-ups. Has a chat with her catcher, Katja Thompson. And she looks around, and the bases are loaded of the mix. And at bat now for the mix, number 17, Holly Newell. Bases loaded, one out, fourth inning. First pitch is up and out, ball one. And the next pitch is high again. 2 balls, no strikes to Holly Newell. Wigginton at third, Reed Thomas at second, Bendervede at first. And the pitch is in the dirt. Here comes, and Wigginton comes in, slides safely, beats the throw to score another run for the Wiz, the mix. We'll call that a wild pitch. Three balls, no strikes to Holly Newell. Runners now at second and third. Rub a little bit of the dirt off the ball, does pitcher Gabbiati. And Holly Newell takes a called strike, brings the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. Galbiati rears back and throws, and it's hit hard in the air down the line, foul. Okay, the count runs to 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Holly Newell. Runners at second and third, 1 out. And the pitch is high and outside. It gets away from Thompson. No advance by the other runners. So Holly reaches on a base on balls. Bases are loaded again, and now we're at the top of the order. Number 97, the center fielder, Alana Snow. 1 out. 4th inning. And the pitch by Galbiati just misses outside and low. 1 ball. And the pitch from Galbiati is right down the middle. Called strike. One ball, 1 strike now to leadoff hitter Alana Snow. Pitch from Galbiati just misses outside and low. The pitch from Galbiati is hit hard in the air to right center field. It finds the gap. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. 3 runs will score. And Alana Snow pulls in, standing up to third base for a bases clearing triple. Drive in 3 runs. Three RBIs for Alana Snow. 4 runs this inning now for the mix. We have 1 out. Snow at third base. And Emanuela Vischetti up to bat. Pitch from Galbiati. right down the middle, called strike. Pitch from Gabbiati gets away from Thompson, but comes right back off the springy backstop. No advance by Snow. 1 ball, 1 strike to Vischetti. Gabbiati rears and throws. It just misses a little low. 2 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch from Gabbiati is hit 1 hop to third base. Fair ball. Third baseman Agnes Siselska couldn't handle it. Vischetti makes it to first. Snow remains at third. Still 1 out. And have a little bit of activity here. What's going on? So 4 runs for the mix this inning after the first out. Scores now stands mix 5, Diamonds 1. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning of the 3rd game today. Very warm here in Zagreb, Croatia. And Gabbiati delivers first pitch right down the middle to Jade Yerix. Vischetti steals second base. Defensive indifference, as you wish. We have runners at second and third now with 1 out, 1 strike to Yerix. Pitch misses outside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jade Yerix. She's 1 for 2 today. Base hit in the third after grounding out to first base in the first. The pitch from Gabbiati just misses outside and low. 2 balls and 1 strike to Jade Yerix. Gabbiati delivers, and it's fouled off the end of the bat. Yerix was way ahead of that one. She points to the end of the barrel to show where she hit it. Two balls, 2 strikes to Jade Yerix. 1 out, runners at second and third for the mix. And the pitch is up high. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Yerix. Gabbiati looks and throws, and it's popped up to the right side, and an acrobatic catch by the right fielder for the out. All the runners tagged up and advanced. That was Paulina Medjelevska with that acrobatic catch in right field. And now we're making an appeal. And it looks like okay, so appeals on leaving early, denied. We have the catch by Mochilevska in right field for the second out of the inning. 1 run scored, that being Alana Snow. And Vischetti ends up at third base, tagging up on the fly ball. Two outs now in the bottom of the fourth inning. And coming to bat is the pitcher number 7, Mary Murray. Five runs in this fourth inning for the Mix. And we're making a pitching change here. Number 96 now coming in to pitch for the Diamonds. That's Daria Kobylenska. So it looks like Galbiati now goes back to being the designated player. Kobylenska re-enters the game as the pitcher. And we move on. Two outs now. In the bottom of the fourth inning, at bat Mary Murray, the pitcher. Runner on third base, Vischetti. And the first pitch to Murray from Kobylenska is a little bit high, ball one. Kobylenska fires, misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes now to Murray. Daria Kobylenska back in the game, pitching. The pitch is low and inside. She falls way behind Murray now. 3 balls, no strikes. Kobylenska looks in, delivers, and gets a called strike on the outside corner. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Murray. And Kobylenska delivers, fouled off to the right side by Murray. Count goes full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth for the Mix. They have 5 runs in this inning. And lead the Diamonds by a score of 6-1. Full count now to Murray. And the pitch is high and outside, ball 4. Gets away from Thompson, but no advance by Vischetti at third base. So Murray gets the base on balls. Okay, we have a courtesy runner now going in for Mary Murray at first base. She, as the pitcher, is entitled to that. Coming up to bat for the Mix is the third baseman, Emma Agostini. Runners at first and third with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth inning. Agostini is the 10th batter this inning. And I don't know, a little bit of bookkeeping happened just then. Regardless, Agostini takes her position in the batter's box. Kobylenska delivers the first pitch. It's in the dirt. And the courtesy runner at first takes off for second, steals second. The throw comes back home. It's wild. And the courtesy runner, Jade Yerix, ends up at third base. So we'll give a stolen base to Yerix. She advances to third on the throwing error by the second baseman. And Emanuela Vischetti scores the sixth run of the inning, and it's a line drive. Wasn't able to get it clean in the air. Safe at first is Emma Agostini on the infield hit. And Mary Murray scores from third base. For the seventh run this inning for the Mix, they now lead by a score of 8-1. Agostini with an infield hit to bring in Murray from third base. And now coming to bat is the first baseman, Sean Wigington. She's the 11th batter this inning. Kobylenska looks in, fires, and it's in the dirt. Pitch hits Wigington in the foot. She'll be awarded first base. And coming to bat now is the seventh batter in the lineup, left fielder Krista Reed Thomas. Runners now at first and second for the Mix. Agostini at second, Wigington at first. Kobylenska delivers first pitch called strike on the corner. One strike to Reed Thomas. Here comes Kobylenska, and she paints the outside corner again. No balls and two strikes. Kobylenska way ahead, 0-2. The pitch is in the dirt, swing and a miss. Strike three. And that ends the inning for the Mix. And a long and productive one it was. They scored 7 runs in that inning on 4 hits. A couple of errors by the Diamonds helped them out. 3 errors by the Diamonds, and 2 runners left on base at the end of the inning. So after 4 complete innings, the score is now the Mix 8, Warsaw Diamonds 1. Okay, leading off the top of the 5th now for the Diamonds. Scheduled for them are the number 9, 1, and 2 batters. Leading off is Paulina Mojalewska. She hits a ground ball to third base. Throw is high. Pulls Whittington off the base, but she reaches around and makes the swipe tag to get the out at first. Good play by Whittington to catch that ball and make the sweeping tag all in one motion. And that brings you to the top of the order. Number 98, Reina Galbiati. She was pitching until a moment ago. She's back at the designated player position. And second pitch to her is a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Galbiati. She's had 2 plate appearances, hit by a pitch in the first and struck out looking in the third. And she hits a hard ground ball foul down the third baseline. One ball, 2 strikes now. Mary Murray way ahead. And the pitch by Murray. She ticks a little bit off it, fools Galbiati, gets her swinging strike 3 for the second out of the 5th inning. And coming to the plate now for the Diamonds, the shortstop, Yulia Kirsanov. Murray delivers her first pitch, and it's hit in the air down the left field line, foul. Okay, Murray got 2 quick outs to start the inning. Murray gets the sign from Van der Velde, delivers, paints the outside corner, called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes now to Kirsanov. And the pitch from Murray is up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the top of the 5th for the Warsaw Diamonds. They trail in this game by a score of 8-1 to the Mix. And the pitch from Murray just misses inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Murray gets the sign from Van der Velde. Delivers. It's grounded to short. Robeson fields it cleanly over to Wigington at first for the out, a 3rd out of the inning. And a 1-2-3 inning by Mary Murray for the Diamonds in the top of the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. Score 8-1. And it looks like that's the end of the game. The international rule, 7 runs after 5 innings. So chalk up the win for the Wiz. They're undefeated so far in this tournament. They've won all 4 of their games. So they're in the driver's seat right now. The final score, the Mix 8, Diamonds 1.